I was diagnosed with advanced stage of cataract, a very aggressive form of cataracts due to my type 2 diabetes. Most cataracts take anywhere from 25 to 40 years to form. Mine was solid black in 4 months, so I went from being able to see perfectly clear to not being able to see at all. I went to St. Luke's because I knew that they had the experience to help me with my problem and the love to help me through it with faith. The way that they adopted me as a person, not just as a patient, they made sure that I had everything I needed. Every detail of the procedure was explained to me well in advance and the day of the surgery. They said a prayer with me before I went into surgery that touched my heart. They put a small gold angel on my shirt lapel to watch over me. After the surgery, I came out of recovery, and I did have a bandage on my eye, and they had peeled back the bandage, and I was just coming out and talking to the concierge who had taken an interest in my case, and I was just talking, and I said, well, that's not too bad. I don't feel any pain. It was very quick, and then I just kind of fell to my hands on my knees, and 5 nurses came running. Michael, are you okay? And it had hit me just at that point that I could see. I could see. I'd been living in darkness for 8 months, unable to do anything for myself. It was a modern-day miracle. There's a funny story. Before I was able to get in to see the people at St. Luke's, I had my fiance go on to WebMD and find out what could be wrong, the symptoms that were causing me to start to lose my vision. Well, in our ignorance, we had self-diagnosed myself with diabetic retinopathy. All the symptoms fit, everything was there. So now I'm really nervous. I could lose my sight permanently. Well, I got the appointment with Dr. Gills, and I went in and he examined me. They ran me through a battery of tests. The doctor came in and he's looking into my eyes through his machine. And I said, do you see any diabetic retinopathy? And he immediately pushed the machine back. He goes, someone's been self-diagnosing on WebMD. I said, well, do you see it? Do you see the diabetic retinopathy? And he looked very calmly at me and said, well, maybe I could see it if this big fat cataract wasn't in the way. So then he just let me know everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be just fine. You're gonna do amazingly well. I would recommend St. Luke's to anyone in my position because they can provide not only the technical expertise in the medical procedure itself, but also the care and compassion to help patients through what is the most troubling time in anyone's life. Thanks to St. Luke's, I have a new lease on life. I was blind, but now I see.